What's up, YouTube? Man, I'm back. Look at this beautiful beast right here. Oh man, this is the 2017 Cadillac CT6 full-size sedan. Screaming all up in your face, I am luxury, hear me roar. Hey, let's take a tour around this thing, man. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got some 19-inch alloy aluminum wheels there. Oh man, that is sweet. Coming around that front end, look at that grille. Oh my God, screams Cadillac all day long. That is the most massive emblem I've seen. I think this emblem actually comes off the Escalade, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That says Cadillac, baby. All right, we got those teardrop headlights that Cadillac is kind of known for these days. It extends all the way down into the bumper. It's kind of a newer front end versus the other cars they have in their lineup. And you come down the side, oh man, it screams Cadillac all day. This model happens to be the all-wheel drive 3.6 liters, not the turbo. This is the 3.6 liter. But you know what? I think we've enjoyed enough of this beauty outside. Let's take a look inside, because it's hot out here, man. All right, now before we get inside, I want to take y'all on a quick walk around on the outside. Man, look at that front end. That is aggressive, luxurious styling right there. I don't think it gets any better than that. BMW, Mercedes, I mean, those are nice looking cars, but man, Cadillac has it right now. 2017 is Cadillac's year. Look at those wheels. That polished aluminum, 19 inches screaming at your face. All right, let's come around to the backside. Got that classic Cadillac styling in those taillights. Got that dual exhaust, letting out all that pressure from that 3.6 liter. All right, let's go into the trunk. I want to show y'all something here. Now, when you can fit a fully extended tripod in your trunk with no worries, you got a big old trunk. Look in there, you just get lost in there. I don't want to get in there because I'm afraid it'll shut on me. But if it does, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get out. All right, you got your side compartment right here. I'm pretty sure the spare is up under there. There's a lot of trunk. There's a whole lot of room for some golf clubs and everything else you can find to put in there. Not to mention, it's automatic. All right, let's come around the driver's side. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the back seat, because this car actually shines in the back seat, unlike any other car I've ever been in. You get into the passenger door right there. All right, now, first thing I noticed is we got this privacy shield right here. So you can just pull that up and attach it if you need a little bit more shade or some privacy in the car. Let's go ahead and hop in the back. Man, the front seems so far away. Hey, everybody up there, how you doing? All right, let's look around here. Oh, I got my own sunroof back here. Seriously, this is a separate sunroof for the back seat. All right, let's turn it around. Look back there, I can see some Bose speakers getting ready to make a whole bunch of noise. And let's pull this down right here. All right, here we go. I got a center console right here. It is decked out. Let's see, put some storage in there. See, we got some storage right there. Then if you tap that little button right there, your cup holders come out at you. Let's push that back in. Now let me tell you, this thing is plenty roomy in the back seat. We got the same stylish designs in the back seat as we have in the front, so you're not missing out on anything. And to be honest with you, I feel like I need to be hiring a driver right now, because this is the kind of car where you just get in the back, take a nap. All right, now let's jump in the front. We're gonna take full control of this thing. Immediately, I'm greeted with those door controls right there. You can see you can adjust your seat up or down. You got all your standard controls right there for seat memory. And I want to show you something about the passenger seat. If you can see way over there on the other side of that car, you can actually have two memory settings for the passenger as well. Now that's gangsta. All right, look at the styling in that driver's seat. Oh man, it's like a captain's chair. Oh, this thing is screaming luxury at me right now. Let me get inside because it's hot. All right, as usual, we tap on the brake, then push to start. Check out that gauge cluster and watch it come to life. There it is. All right, everything's connected. Let me turn down the air so I'm not blowing air in your face. All right, now this Cadillac infotainment system, I have really grown to love it, actually. You know, some people are indifferent, some people can't stand it, but I have grown to love it. I like this one in particular because it's a little bit more feature rich. Let me go ahead and hit this home button right here. And then you got your projection. You can project your phone, whether it's Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, onto there. There's so many features in here. We have a recorder. So if you have an SD card, you can actually record the ride. You know, let's say you had an accident or something go on the road. You can actually record that instance right there. Flick it, swipe over to the next screen, and we got a full camera right there. And of course, if you have XM radio, you can have your traffic and weather reportings and all that good stuff as well. But the stereo system sounds fantastic. There is an upgrade on the stereo system. It's called a Pan-Array, and that has 32 speakers. Where do you put 32 speakers in a car? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they figured it out somehow. So they input some buttons here. All right, so we can kind of flick the AC up and down and the fan toggle right there. And this, of course, we have our heated and cooled seats. You can actually heat the back or both the back and the bottom of the seat. And then, of course, we have the cooled seats right there. You got all your climate control options right here. The vents in this car are actually low. This is something I'm not used to. I'm used to them being up top, but they're actually low. And that way, I think I like this a little bit better because it actually cools off the mid part of your body a lot better. Then you can always aim it up. Now, moving over to the steering wheel, this is where I really start to enjoy this car because they have buttons. I love me some buttons, man. Same Cadillac trimming and everything, except now everything is just more comfortable and more intuitive and natural feeling because you have these, these buttons right here versus the other vehicles. So you got your volume controls right here, and you can always customize that dash cluster right there. If you can see the oil light flicking, and then you have the compass, and you can pretty much customize this however you want to. And then of course you have your track up and down. And then you have some controls right here for cruise control and heated seats, and you got your lane keep assistance right there. Of course, you got your OnStar and phone calling buttons right there. Now, this is another one of my favorite parts of this vehicle. See this gear shifter right here? This is awesome. This feels like a boat or an airplane throttle. You just click it and pull it back. Oh man, I love the way that feels. It really does feel like I'm like a captain of a ship or something when I get in here and I put my hands on that. Got your cup holder right here. Let's go ahead and close that back up. I'm the kind of guy that hates to have his cup holders open. And right here is your trackpad. So if you don't want to touch your screen and get fingerprints all over the place, you just kind of move your finger around like that. Nice soft touch. And you see that green mouse right there? There you go. And then if you want to select something, all you got to do, let me go ahead and select navigation right there. All you got to do is just press down on the trackpad. And this system is moving really quick. The processor in this car must be pretty doggone fast because it's moving very quick. All right, so we got 3 different driving modes here. We got Touring, Sport, and we have a ICE mode. And we have this auto holding off. And of course, you got your traction control, which everybody should be familiar with in Cadillac vehicles. As far as the ride in this car, I will tell you that if you have it on the Touring mode, it gives you that classic Cadillac feel. You feel like you're just kind of floating down the freeway. And it just kind of moves with you. Now, if you want to tighten it up a little bit, and I'm kind of a sportier driver, so I actually like to keep it in sport mode, and it kind of stiffens up that suspension and makes the car respond a little bit better to quicker movements. And I like driving it like that. It makes me feel like I'm driving this full-size sedan, but at the same time, I still got a lot of testosterone in me, man. So I like to tighten it up a little bit and keep it moving. Now let's get into this interior design. Oh my goodness. Leather and vinyl stitching all over the place. We got that wood. And check this out. Let me bring this over here. You see that right there? Look at it. Put your face on it. That is real carbon fiber back there. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Once again, you see your passenger side memory seat options and that Bose logo down there on the stereo grille. And of course, we have our own sunroof up here. I told you we had 2 separate sunroofs. Look at them. Oh man, it's like having the whole top of the car off. Now, if you need a little bit more shade in the back, all you got to do is tap this button up at the top and you get your rear shade coming up just like that. All right, let's get in this thing and take a ride. Oh yeah, by the way, fire it up one more time. Wireless charging, you just tuck your phone right there. Boom, boom. So if you have an Android phone, you're actually gonna have some wireless charging right there. You can see my phone, the little charger thing just went off right there. All right, here we go. Buckle up for safety. This is Texas and I don't want to die. All right, here we go. Oh man, I love that gear shifter. I feel like a captain. Here we go. All right, now we'll tell you that this is probably gonna be the smoothest. This is probably gonna be the most smoothest ride you've ever been on. I don't know about my camera stabilization, but the suspension in this thing is unparalleled. Oh, I just felt my seatbelt kind of snug itself back electronically. That's pretty cool. You probably can't see this, but there is a heads-up display right here. I'm seeing how fast I'm going, and I'm seeing my RPMs, and I do believe that you will also see your tracks on there as far as what music you're playing. Everything in this car is designed to keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the instruments. This car is ridiculously quiet, Super comfortable to drive. These seats just kind of welcome you in and say, hey, Big Daddy, won't you plop it right here? Super, super comfortable seats. I'm just amazed by how quiet this ride is. I thought my CTS had a quiet ride. This thing is crazy. You almost don't even realize you're driving half the time. For this particular motor, the acceleration is actually really good. It handles the size and weight of this car really well. The transmission is super smooth and shifting. You don't feel any knocks or pulls unnecessarily, which is nice for a car like this because you're paying a premium price for this car. You want a full-on luxury experience, and that's what you're getting right here. Oh, I didn't even notice you got this perforated leather material right here on your dash, carbon fiber and leather and vinyl mix. Man, it's a lot of materials used to put this thing together. Now, one thing that actually does surprise me about a sedan at this size is that, especially in sport mode, it handles like a honey badger. I mean, it's quick and nimble in the streets, so you don't really feel like you're driving a huge car. Even though this thing is about the same length of the Escalade, you really don't feel like you're driving such a big car, especially because of the way it handles. I'm telling you, it's kind of like a honey badger on the streets. Nice quick takeoffs. I'm going 60 miles an hour right now, and I'm gonna tell you, it feels like I'm going about 25. I feel like I'm in a school zone. This is nice. I know this car competes with the BMW 7 Series. I guess if you were going to put it in a competition, it kind of sits right between a 7 Series and maybe an S550, somewhere in between there. It doesn't want to be either one, so it's kind of like the middle of the road, especially in price range, I believe. But honestly, I think it's in a class of its own. I love the feel of this car. It feels like I'm driving, a full-size sedan, but at the same time, I'm confused. I feel like I'm almost driving a sports car because of the way it handles. Anyways, I've never claimed to be an expert in this kind of stuff. I'm just enjoying this ride today. But before I go, I'm gonna need y'all to tap on that like button and smash on that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all at the next one.